Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I posted a video. Crazy time at work, and on a weekly basis I'm so drained and exhausted that I just don't have enough strength to carry on with the board games. But today we're doing something special yet again. These have just arrived the other day during the week, and I decided to post a short video with the update on Painted Minis collection. This time, as you can see, Dark Souls. I mean, Dark Souls is a fantastic game, even though it's had a lot of bad press, a lot of negative comments for being too grindy, too repetitive, so on and so forth. But still, it just occupies a nice spot in my collection, and I really enjoy playing the game, even with the vanilla rules, which were heavily criticized by a lot of people. And as you know, if you're into Dark Souls, Steamforged Games released 2 core sets with new miniatures, sort of, and updated rules. So I haven't had a chance to play with them yet. So I only read about them, and I saw a few videos of people playing with new rules. They seem interesting. They speed things up, make the game a little bit easier. But the good thing about Dark Souls, as with majority of the games in my collection, is that you can house rule it quite easily and still have a lot of fun. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you my latest update addition to the collection. This is the very first batch. It took a while for the painter to complete the job, but it's okay. It's fine. I have so many other games that I don't have time to play with, so I wasn't in a hurry. Anyways, what you see in front of you is absolutely fantastic. I'll zoom in just a moment, but I'll show you what we have in our first batch. So we have a core set, yeah, right there. Darkroot expansion with the bosses. And of course the Iron Keep expansion. What you can see on the side is the Guardian Dragon expansion, and on the other side we have the Old Iron King expansion. We don't have them painted yet, but they are next. All right, I decided to go for some main and mega bosses, and then we will compile a huge campaign that I will play through on the channel. Anyways, without any further ado, let's just zoom in and talk about some of them. Painted minis. Let's start from the middle before we go into the bosses, and let's show you the chosen undeads from the core set, character expansion set, and yeah. So there you go. Some tombstones in the back. A warrior, knight, mercenary there, cleric. The yet another tombstone. Or gravestone, what's it called in Dark Souls? Either of these anyway. Right, we have a herald here. Right. Okay, one of the guys. The pyromancer. Oh, a random firebomb right there. Hello. Yeah. Hello, mate. And there. Okay. I misplaced you. Anyways, stay there. We have the assassins. We have the rest of the team. Wow. A nice chest right there covered in some spider webs or a mist. Nobody knows until we actually find out. Right, so let's go back to the top and let's introduce and let's hello to the ladies, the Boreal Outrider Knight and Dancer of the Boreal Knight herself. One of my favorite minis from the core set, and of course from the computer game. Video game, I should say. It's not only a computer game, of course. So there she is. Let's turn her around. I like how she came out to be, especially how he recreated the arcs, right? So with these bricks, stone, there's some blood. Okay, so during one of the playthroughs, I mentioned her cape. As you can see, she's nicely detailed in the front, but whoever designed her, the sculptor, forgot about her cape. So there it is. There she is. Her companion, right next to her. Okay. Yeah, right the knight. Also nicely detailed, painted, and the arcs again recreated in a very interesting way. Can't wait to play these ladies. They come from the core set, of course. So yeah, there they are. Let's go back to, well, let's go down to some of the other bosses. Some hollows right here in the back. We have the Dragon Slayer and his gold armor pointing at his buddy Smoke, which we will have a look at in just a moment. Let's just appreciate the Dragon Slayer a little bit more. Again, the arcs nicely recreated so that positioning is easier during the fights. I haven't actually fought these guys yet, so I might actually kick things off with the campaign to go after them. Let's see. Right, Smoke himself, Executioner, with his heavy blooded maul. Okay, we have some extra features on his base. It was my intention to begin with when we started talking about painting and upgrading the minis. So I insisted on having some extra bits and pieces here and there on the bases because otherwise they look bland. And again, the arcs, as you can see, are nicely highlighted and recreated in some bits and pieces here and there. Smoke himself, absolutely fantastic character, figure, whatever, in his gold armor, pairs up nicely with his buddy right there, the Executioner, not the Executioner, the Dragon Slayer. Here's the Executioner, duh. Right, let's have a look at the Winged Knight for just a moment. Okay, another boss from the core set. Turn around, matey, show us your wings. Some details here and there on his back, some blood, bits and pieces, a random tombs, graves on his base with blood and everything. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to play against this buddy. Yeah, let's have a look. Hello, mate. Right there. Nasty little things when you play against them early in any campaign with vanilla rules. And the Titanite demon, there he is. She is, he is. Yeah, so again, he's got some, oh, hello, some random firebomb hollow. Okay, with his long tail, oops. There you go, swelling behind his back, some bits and pieces on his base. The arc, again, recreated for ease of positioning during the fight. So there he is, Titanite Demon. Okay, right. So that would sum up majority of the minis from the core set. As you will see in just a moment, we have the rest of the team scattered around. We will come back to the Gargoyle. Who else is there that we forgot about? Yeah, we'll catch up in just a moment. Right. Let's move on to Darkroot expansion and to one of my all-time favorite minis, which is Sif the Wolf, big boy himself, carrying that massive sword in his jaws. Right, we decided to go for a wintry theme for both him and the and Artorias, of course. Yeah, duh, I keep forgetting the names. It's been a while since I played Dark Souls, so I'm a little bit rusty with the names of individual minis. So yeah, please forgive me for that, for ruining your lore. But yeah, I'll catch up when we start playing again. So Sif, right there. An interesting fight. I will not spoil anything. I played against him, I think once, lost terribly. He obliterated my party of 3. But I really enjoyed the fight. Artorias himself carrying the massive sword on his back, right there. Wintry theme, arcs recreated again to position ourselves correctly during the fight, which very often is a little bit awkward in Dark Souls, the board game. Right, we have some knights here, stone knights, of course. We have the Stone Knight and Stone Guardian. This is the Stone Guardian. Again, some features at the base. This time some foresty features at the base. Let's zoom in slightly. Nicely detailed mini. We have the Stone Knight on the other side, supporting the wolf. He's covered in moss, some blood. Massive, massive knights. Tough, tough opponents. Another guardian here. Random barrels, right? Stone Knights. Oh, and mushroom, baby mushroom, and daddy mushroom. Yeah, there they are. I really like how they came out. They're reasonably plain minis when you look at them straight from the box, but with these nicely details, the eyes right then. I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, you can see them on the camera with some bits and pieces on their bases. Great, great enemies to fight against. Oh, we have some shears right there. Okay, scarecrows and shears. There you go. Again, as I said before, I insisted on having some bits and pieces on their bases just to, upgrade them a little bit here and there. Nicely detailed. Ribs. Is it brains? I don't know what it is. Some foliage. Talking about foliage, here are the 2 demonic foliages that come with the expansion, and they are nasty. I really don't like fighting against them. No spoilers for just a moment. Maybe we'll come across these when we actually start the campaign. We'll see about that. Okay, some more scarecrows and shears. Let's move on to the rest of the collection. Oh, here we have the missing bits and pieces from the core set. The knights, the alone knights. Are they called the alone knights? No, they are just silver knight swordsmen. There you go. That's the proper name. Right there. Another Hodo, crossbow man, crossbow Hodo, more knights, and look at that. Look at these upgraded bases, which I'm really happy with, how they came out with these shiny, silvery, shiny armor. Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Another boss right here. I forgot his name. What's his name? Dope. Sorry for that, but here we are. That's his mini with shiny red-ish sword. I think he comes from... Which box does he come from? Not sure. I like the way he's got his weapons strapped to his back. I can't recall even encountering him at any stage. Okay, we'll catch up with that. Oh, and there she is, the gargoyle, coming from the core box as a main boss, I think, a mini boss. Can't remember. Anyways, I really like fighting against her. I think it's a she. She's vicious. She's quite brutal. An interesting fight. And again, we went for some bits and pieces on the base. Hopefully, it's clearly visible on the video. Yeah, some crates, some bars. There's a shield, blood, and everything, and the arc again recreated with these stones right there. So it's quite thematic and quite interesting to actually see on the board. Right, Iron Keep expansion, Smelter Demon and Ser Alone. Look at them. I really like how this base came out, the composition of the elements that the Smelter Demon puts together. I only wish we had done something more about his belly with fire inside and things like that. I don't know, maybe we will upgrade him in the future, but for now, he looks absolutely great for what he is at the moment. Right, Ser Alone, again with upgraded base, nice shiny armor. Let's turn him around actually to show you their backs. Oops, over the sides actually. There you go. That's what they look like. Another chest with a tongue sticking up. Yeah, you're right. He's coming up. He's coming up. We all know who we're talking about. Okay, knights. Huge composition of knights coming from the Iron Keep. These are the alone knights, aren't they? We have... I need to help myself with... Oh, Ironclad Soldiers, of course. 3 of them. Let's zoom in slightly and see them in their in their glory, in their fury. Again, tough opponents, really, really tough opponents, and the amount of blood on them represents the fight against them, actually. Yeah, they're tough guys to encounter early on in the campaign. If you're not prepared, you're dead. You're back to the bonfire. Basically, that's what it is for you. Right, there you go. Okay. Let's have a look at some of the other knights that we put together here. We have the crossbowman, the bowman. What are they called again? Great bowmen. There they are. That's what they are. Here. One is here with his golden great bow. The other one right there in the back. We have some alone knights. We have some random hollow here and there, or crossbow hollow right here. The other one next to him. Again, look at the bases which we went for to upgrade significantly, and I hope it looks all right. For me, it does actually. So I'll be enjoying that immensely when we actually start playing. And our main feature of today's video, my favorite representation of a mimic that I've seen in any of the board games, and the way he came out is absolutely fantastic and brutal. Same as the fight with him, especially the stronger version. If you came across a mimic's stronger brother, because there's two of them, no spoilers. I like how the tongue came out with these veins and different colors and shades. Nicely detailed body, right, going through the chest. The six-pack on the inside, you can see his six-pack, so he's been, yeah, lifting some weights, isn't he? The chest must be quite heavy. But, you know, I really enjoy encountering him. I really, the fight is so much fun. And it'll be even more fun when we play with him just like that. Look at his base. It's like covered with mist and some stones and rubble and blood, and everything put together makes up for a fantastic mimic. So there you are. Today's video is slightly shorter, but here we go. I have to tell you that I feel like playing Dark Souls again. It's not only for the looks, but it's also, or mostly, for the fun of playing with such nicely painted minis. So before we close in, let's just make a final overview, and maybe I'll just stop talking for just a moment and let you enjoy all these minis with bits and pieces here and there. Yeah. Just one thing to mention, which I forgot to talk about, is that I have a huge amount of extra bits and pieces from community. If I don't forget, I'll paste the link to the huge database of monsters, treasures, maps, quests, and upgrades to the original game. I've already printed a lot of it, especially the items. So I'll be, you know, if you've watched any of my videos with playthroughs, you know that I like mixing everything together for the ultimate fun. Sometimes it breaks the game, but I don't really care as long as it's fun. And Dark Souls is brutal as it is, so if I, make it even harder or slightly easier, it doesn't really matter. We have a huge selection of items, a lot of new enemies, which I already 3D printed, but they're not painted yet, but I have a lot, including bosses that you see in the video game and you don't in the board game. Yeah, I'll talk about them in a separate video, but for now, final overview of Smelter Demon, the wolf. Yeah, there he is, or she is, don't know. Mushrooms. Right, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little overview of Dark Souls collection update, really, an upgrade. Thanks a lot for watching. Let me know what you think. If you like these minis or not. Share yours if you have them painted. And yeah, have a great one. And I'll see you in the next episode shortly. Bye bye.